Loud reading. Loud reading has advantages, but it has more disadvantages. We want our students to read loud because we want to make sure whether they can read or not. But actually, while we are doing that, we are benefiting to know that the student can read. He knows the formation of the words, he knows the formation of the sentences, and he also recognizes the letters. That is one benefit that we are getting out of it. But more disadvantages that we can look at while they are doing the loud reading is that the other students are not at all engaged in the activity. Because usually I have noticed that the teachers, they ask the best student to read. And the best student is already being advantaged. And while he is reading, the rest of the students are not really able to follow that reading. The rest of the students either get totally disengaged, or some of them, they find it very difficult to follow the leader who is reading. I would be showing you a video clip in which you can notice these things, and you would also see that there are many students in the class who are totally disinterested while the reader is reading. Moreover, the one who is reading actually is not learning anything from that reading. He has been given a task. He needs to finish that task in the time that has been given to him by the teacher. He is at the same time very conscious of the fact that he must read well. He must read proper. He must be correct in pronouncing the words. So all this pressure actually builds up in the reader, and there is very less content that he is really benefiting from. He is actually trying to complete the task. While completing the task, he is the only one who is engaged. And moreover, I think there is a lot of time being wasted when the teacher asks the student to read. There's no engagement in the class, there's no interest going on while reading that text, and there is no understanding of the content at all. At the same time, there is a lot of pressure being built up in the class environment. Very often, the teachers are unaware of the class environment pressure that is being built by one person doing a thing while the others are not following it. The others are just getting into the pressure that they are not able to follow what is being done in the classroom. They do not understand what's happening there, and they do not have any clue of how they are going to manage it, because the teacher is basically not giving any instructions. That is what you are going to notice in that clip that I will be showing it to you later on loud reading. So basically, the exercise of loud reading is benefiting just 1% of the classroom environment. The rest, I think, is just a waste of time. I do not discourage loud reading while you finish your text, while you have done a lot of exercises on it. Then I would appreciate that you continue with loud reading after everybody has become familiar with the text. Everybody knows what's going on in this lesson. Even the weak students, they are familiar with some words. We do not expect our weak students to be familiar with the whole chapter, but at least they would be familiar with some words by the end of the lesson, where you now think everybody knows the material, knows the content. Then you may encourage some students to read and some students to probably repeat what the other student is reading. It is better if loud reading is done in pairs or groups, and it is done independently by the students rather than the teacher listening to one person and the rest being disengaged.